Racing to the 2025 Kentucky Derby, and let's get an update. The Week 3 ratings are out for the Thoroughbred Prospectus. They came out on Monday. You can sign up for that in the description below, but we're also going to take a look at Burnham Square schooling in the paddock, getting ready for the Fountain of Youth. Tappan Street, his next race has been announced. Chatzer McPatrick still going to the Tampa Bay Derby. We've got the updated Brisnet speed figures. The Japan Road continues this week, and Magnitude, the latest update, he is off the trail, and that's where we're going to start. News from Daily Racing Form and Blood Horse on Tuesday that Magnitude is off the Triple Crown trail. He suffered a bone chip in his left ankle. He is going to have surgery, according to trainer Steve Asmussen, going to bring him to Kentucky, and he is going to miss the next 3 to 4 months. We'll see if they can get him back later on for a summer campaign. Now, Magnitude had blown away the field in the Risen Star by over 9 lengths, a 108 Beyer speed figure, the highest of the year, and especially in this 3-year-old crop right behind Colloquial. And of course, for Magnitude, he ran in the Gun Runner, then he ran in the LeCompte Stakes. He won the Risen Star and the 7th race of his career. He was maybe originally going to target the Louisiana Derby, but he is off the trail, and that still keeps it a wide open Kentucky Derby leaderboard. Now, Burnham Square schooling in the paddock at Gulfstream Park on the weekend, looking good. You know, he acted up a little bit in the paddock and got a little bit hot before the last race. So trainer Ian Wilkes wanted to get him some additional schooling at Gulfstream, continuing to take that slow progression with Burnham Square. Now, Tappan Street, he was second in the Holy Bull. He is going to pass on the Fountain of Youth. He is going to point for the Florida Derby. They kind of mentioned that immediately after the race. He had had the back-to-back races. Now what they're trying to do is take a little bit of time off so that he can move forward in the Florida Derby and then hopefully get into the Kentucky Derby. Just 2 career races. I thought he made a nice mid-race move in the Holy Bull. Burnham Square just caught him and had more momentum. Now, Barnes, he went 6 furlongs in a workout on Monday. He's going to go to the San Felipe. I thought this was his best workout in the last 4 or 5 workouts. Worked with a workmate, kind of push-button speed, switched leads immediately out of the turn, and then had a good gallop out through the wire. Citizen Bull, a nice 5 furlong workout on Monday. Santa Anita just continuing to really look like a tank out there. A big, blocky built, that Into Mischief look. Looks a lot more like Into Mischief progeny than maybe even Barnes. They're both by the same stallion, but Citizen Bull definitely seems to have more weight and that blocky build in the chest area. Now, the Rebel Stakes going to be the big stakes race this weekend. 14 runners have entered. The Oaklawn Park training track is closed on Wednesday and Thursday due to the weather. We'll have to keep an eye out. Hopefully the weather cooperates on Saturday at Oaklawn Park. Hypnus, Publisher, Innovator, Cold Battle, and Speed King, some of the runners in the Rebel. Now, Barnes led the individual choices in Derby Futures on this past weekend. Right behind him was Citizen Bull. The field was favored in that Kentucky Derby Future Wager number 4. And the Japan Road to the Kentucky Derby continues this weekend. 15 horses are entered in the Hyacinth Stakes, and that's going to be in Japan. That is a points race. Now remember, one of the horses gets an automatic berth from Japan. We've still got a possible Japan runner running in the UAE Derby, so still a couple of chances. Cyclone State going to be running in the Saudi Derby as well later this week. Of course, he's the Iowa bred that won the LeCompte Stakes. Now, the big speed figure by Magnitude was a 105 on the Brisnet scale. And overall, that is the top of the stakes races, but he's injured. Burnham Square, his next race, the Fountain of Youth. Captain Cook, the Wood Memorial. River Thames in the Fountain of Youth. Sand Devil, the Gotham Stakes on March 1st. And Citizen Bull, going to take a little bit of time off. He is going to point for that Santa Anita Derby. So we're already seeing some horses running in that first leg, skip the middle leg, and then come back for that final round of preps in the 100-point races. Now, the Honeybee drew a big field Saturday at Oaklawn Park. Mohima, the big gray, she's undefeated. She won the Demoiselle Stakes. She won at Churchill Downs and Allowance Stakes. She's going to take on Oaklawn Park winner Necessity. Also, Quick Kick with stakes experience. The Martha Washington winner, Take Charge My Lady. And the Cash Run Stakes winner, 5G, from the outside. I do have a preview up of the Honeybee and the Rebel Stakes if you want to watch those and get ready for the big weekend of Kentucky Derby points races. The prospect rankings, week number 3 ratings are out. This comes out on Monday. These are my rankings based on 2025 form. Also, if they have more than 30 points, they move into the top 10 as they have enough points and are on pace to make the Derby starting gate. Rankings 10 through 6. No change from last week. Getaway Car moves into the top 10 with that nice win in the Sunland Derby. He defeated Caldera. Captain Cook still stays in the top 10. Keep It Easy. We're going to see him in the Fountain of Youth. He had a 5-furlong workout over the weekend. John Hancock, probably to the Bluegrass, maybe the Wood Memorial, but he's skipping the Tampa Bay Derby. Barnes, the big workout. Then, looking at Captain Cook, you know, he's had a couple of nice races back to back. What I like is he won on a sloppy track. Here he is winning in New York on the sloppy track, drew away to the big victory. Sometimes sloppy track wins can be a little bit deceiving. He came out of this win, came right back in the Withers Stakes and won that. That got a nice speed figure progression. All 3 of his speed figures have been faster in each race that he has run, and that's a nice pattern. Now, rankings 5 through 1, we've got Coal Battle and Speed King. They're going to be in the Rebel Stakes this weekend. Magnitude off the trail. Burnham Square number 2 and Citizen Bull. You know, he's just got the best resume so far. He won his 1 race. He's got 3 stakes wins. He's got speed, and he continues to train forwardly. Now, another maiden winner recently, him at Oaklawn Park. This one, he was a little bit green in the stretch. Look at him, he's cocking his head to the inside, but it was a fast 6-furlong win. He's by McKenzie. We could see him in the Gotham Stakes. He's been nominated for that, but I thought that was a nice win for him as he jumped up in that maiden victory. Now, these are the horses that I'm kind of keeping an eye on. They're a little bit different than my rankings. My rankings reflect performance and points and chances of getting into the gate. These are horses that I like based on pedigree, workouts, trainer intent, a little bit more slower speed progression. I like Journalism. He'll run in the San Felipe. Tappan Street, I liked his 2nd race. Hypnus, he'll go in the Rebel Stakes this weekend. We've got Rodriguez, and then Poster, I thought he ran against the track bias in the Sam F. Davis. Now, the leaderboards are out. Citizen Bull, Magnitude, Getaway Car, and Built lead the way for the Kentucky Derby and the Kentucky Oaks. Good cheer after that win. She leads on the Oaks side over Tenma. And then we've got Eclatant and Lacara also in those rankings as we take a look at the Kentucky Derby and Oaks leaderboard. Now, points races continue. Fountain of Youth, Gotham, and San Felipe on the 1st. Tampa Bay Derby on March 8th. Virginia Derby March 15th. We'll have previews of all those videos. Free racing picks for the Rebel this weekend. Sign up. Also, the Florida Derby, Kentucky Derby, and other big racing days. You can look for that in the description below. And Triple Crown Prospectus every Monday, 2,000 words, and the rankings. Sign up below in the description. What do you think of Magnitude being off the trail? Comment, like, share, and subscribe with other horse racing fans. Remember, D. Wayne Lucas always says, people have opinions, horses have the facts.